is Abdul Rahman. I'm a lecturer at a public university in Kenya. I deliver lectures in computing and informatics. In our last lesson, actually we discussed about pointer call by reference. We had seen that actually pointer call by reference actually accepts function as an address and actually takes it and manipulate an address as opposed to manipulate a value. However, when you manipulate an address, you automatically you can access and also manipulate a value. Today we are going to start on a whole new topic from pointers and moving on to memory management. And in that particular journey, we are going to define what is actually memory management and what are the type of variables, and finally we are going to implement. So let's start actually and see what is actually a memory management. So memory management actually involves three things. It involves declaring or initialization of various types of variables, and also these particular variables must be allocated some memory. So they are going to be allocated different layout of memories, and finally they are going to have different types of methods which are supposed to allocate memory. So we'll have different method for allocation of memory. So basically we can summarize that when we are talking about memory management, we are talking about three things. And this basically will be types of variables and what we'll have, it is memory layout, and the third part, it is memory allocation methods. So let's go to the first one and see how we can expand onto it. So the types of variables. In a previous lesson, you had seen there are two types of variables. We have what you call the global variable and you have what you call a local variable. So what is a global variable? So a variable, basically it is a memory space. We have find out. So a global variable will have its lifespan throughout the program. So here we'll have the lifespan, it is actually throughout the program. And basically this is what you call permanent memory. So it has what we call a permanent memory until when the program actually exists. Until the program exists, then that is the time is going to be free. And basically it is used by functions and block statements. When you go back to what is a local variable, so this local variable, their lifespan is within a function or a block. So when you exit the function or a block, then it is actually released. and it is also used by both the function and the block of statements. So basically, this is actually memory management. We are saying memory management actually involves three things. One, we are talking about the types of variable. Two, we have what we call memory layout. And three, we have got allocation methods. So we are going to go the two of them in our next videos. So now we have just explained that the type of variables, there are two of them. So we have got global and the local. We have seen up their lifetime and how they are going to be implemented. So let's go to Dev C++ and see how we can implement the same. So here we are in Dev C++. Let's declare, first of all, a global variable. So you have got int a, b. So this is basically a global variable. And we can declare now here a function. So you have got void set value as our function, and then in this particular function we are actually accessing our global variable locally into a function. So that is the scope of a global variable, can be actually accessed into a local place within a function. So here we can say a equals to 100. So we are setting up the value of a, and b equals to 200. Now we are going back to our main method. In our main method here, we can actually declare a local variable sum, which is going to hold the sum of a and b. So we say int sum, and this will be our local variable. And from here, actually, we can call our function set value. So here we are calling up our function, which is called set value. We have to terminate, and then we are calling up our function. And then actually we can now use up our local variable sum to access our global variable a and b. So you can say sum is equal to a plus b. And basically now we can print, say printf the sum of a, which is %d, and b, equals to our sum, which is %d. So here we'll have our a, our b, and our sum. So basically we have actually demonstrated that the type of variables we have is a global, and we have got a local one. So, and we want to see how will this actually affect our memory management, because we've been told that memory management actually involves the type of variables, and we've seen there are two types. It involves the layout of memory itself. How is it laid out, and which part of this particular statement will be attached to a particular segment. And then finally the methods. The methods which are used to allocate memory. So let's execute this particular program. When we execute this particular program, we are seeing actually the sum of A, which was a global variable, and B, which was a global variable, is equal to sum, and sum, which is 300, which was a local variable. So until there, we have already demonstrated our introduction to memory management, until in our next lesson, whereby we are going to talk about the second part of it, that is the memory layout. Thank you for listening. However, don't forget to subscribe into our next video of memory layout. For now, I say bye.